Underwater, an octopus blends perfectly with the rocks, showcasing nature's incredible camouflage skills. At night during a rainstorm, the man struggles to walk through violent winds and pouring rain.
Oh yeah! That's a big gust!
我他妈是不是眼花了？猪在开车，我操！
Above the sea during daytime, a massive flock of birds fills the sky in a breathtaking natural display. Deep in the jungle during daytime, a group of trees suddenly collapse to the ground in a powerful scene. In front of shocked witnesses, a bridge collapses in daylight, sending massive clouds of dust into the air. In daylight, part of a house nearly collapses onto a man walking down the street. Surrounded by people trying to splash him, the man fights back by throwing water, turning chaos into comedy. A towering structure crashes to the ground, completely demolishing itself and covering the area in thick dust. The man carefully designs brick patterns on fresh cement, creating a strangely satisfying visual. Watching the bridge construction process during daytime feels mesmerizing as each section comes together perfectly. Foam begins pouring out of a building onto the road during daytime, confusing and fascinating passersby.
Go, Joe.
Inside a factory, skilled workers demonstrate flawless teamwork while mastering their craft. Over open water, a fighter jet races past at high speed, creating a thrilling and powerful sight. Sitting calmly in the water, the man continues working on his laptop as if nothing around him is unusual. A massive airplane flies low through the city in daylight, leaving people amazed by the close encounter. Out of nowhere, a massive tornado formed beside the road in broad daylight, while people watched in fear from a moving car in the United States.
Wow! Woo! Are you kidding me?
Without warning, the desk collapses onto the man, ending the moment in sudden chaos. Suddenly, water burst out from inside the building as shocked people pulled out their phones, unable to believe what they were witnessing. Without warning, a large section of the mountain collapsed, sending thick dust clouds rising into the air and turning the area into chaos. Perched dangerously high, a worker carefully cleaned the massive statue during daytime, showing nerves of steel. Under the quiet night sky, waves of different colors painted the horizon, creating a scene that looked unreal and mesmerizing. High above, a giant rock broke loose from the mountain and slammed into the ground, leaving destruction scattered across the area. Spinning fans blasted dust straight at the man, who looked annoyed, gave up, and walked out in clear disappointment. Standing on a bridge for the perfect photo turned risky when powerful waves smashed into the man and knocked him to the ground. In front of a crowd, a fearless skater glided through a snowy mountain slope during daytime. Road rage took a strange turn when a biker pelted eggs at a car that suddenly cut him off in traffic. Near the shoreline, a small boat suddenly struck a man while a massive ship passed nearby, making the situation extremely dangerous. Water flowing out of the mountain turned into opportunity as the man rushed to collect live fish using a simple plastic tub.
Goodbye.
Inside the area, the man launched into impressive flips on a trampoline, turning the space into a mini stunt zone. Embarrassment followed pain when the man fell hard and his pants slipped off, though he quickly fixed it like nothing happened. Danger struck suddenly when a tree branch almost crashed down, but the man reacted fast and escaped unharmed. Chaos erupted when an unexpected explosion went off on the street in daylight, leaving everyone frozen in shock. Relaxing turned into survival mode as the ceiling nearly collapsed on the man. Flying incredibly low, a massive airplane skimmed above the water in front of people, creating an unforgettable scene. Bright red smoke and liquid poured from the aircraft as it flew overhead, likely during a controlled training operation. Shock filled the air as the front tires of the vehicle lifted off the ground due to heavy weight in the back, leaving onlookers stunned. On a busy street, a scooter barely missed crashing into a cyclist, turning into a heart-stopping close call. Disaster was narrowly avoided when a car almost smashed into a biker in another vehicle, but quick reflexes saved the day. Losing control completely, the car crashed straight into a house's backyard, tearing through the fence on impact. Instinct saved a life when the bear lunged toward the man, who jumped into his car just in time. Balance failed at the worst moment as the ladder slipped from under the woman, leaving her shocked but unharmed. Fear took over when an elephant gently touched a woman with its trunk. Startled by heavy machinery, the elephant suddenly bolted away from the construction site in fear. An unexpected encounter caused chaos when a cat crossed the woman's path, sending her tumbling to the floor. Panic spread when a pillar collapsed into the ground, forming a massive hole where people had been sitting moments earlier. Before hitting the water, the man tossed his phone aside after his friend pushed him. Streets turned into pools as the man slipped into deep water and came out completely soaked. Workers watched in fear as a huge landslide began, but quick reactions helped them escape in time. Disaster nearly struck outside the house when a falling tree missed the woman by seconds as she ran away. Excitement turned into trouble when the woman attempted paragliding above water and ended up crashing in twice. Driving at night became dangerous when cows suddenly appeared on the road, but timely braking prevented disaster. Inside the building, flames erupted from a machine, forcing everyone to flee immediately to save their lives. Surprise filled the air as a monkey jumped onto the car in daylight, grabbed food, and vanished while people stared.
Oh my!
In seconds, the entire building collapsed and vanished into massive dust clouds, leaving nothing behind but silence. Panic followed as crowds rushed indoors when workers pulled up an emergency shelter in the area. Demolition Day turned dramatic as another structure disappeared completely under thick clouds of dust. Quick thinking saved the car when the umbrella fell toward it, but the man caught it just in time. Defeat was written on the worker's face as every box crashed to the floor, undoing all the hard work in seconds. On the highway, a truck nearly flipped onto a moving car, but skilled driving prevented a deadly accident. Balance failed during unloading when the truck tipped over, dumping mud across the area. Construction machines suddenly malfunctioned during a daytime demolition, turning a routine job into a dangerous moment caught on camera. Deer charged toward a moving car on a forest road, but quick reflexes by the driver narrowly avoided a deadly crash.
Jump fences.
Truck carrying soda crates lost control and spilled cans all over the road in daylight, creating chaos that looked unreal. Pickup truck broke down while moving through a mountain road, showing how risky remote routes can be even during the day. Truck tire violently exploded right in front of two people, leaving them shocked and stepping back in fear. Man panicked during a sudden earthquake and ran out of the house carrying his child without wasting a second. Excavator nearly flipped over while loading cotton into a truck, proving how one wrong move can turn dangerous. Massive landslide crashed down and blocked the entire road, sending huge rocks flying toward terrified onlookers. Truck began rolling on its own toward the road and spilled fuel everywhere, creating a very risky situation in broad daylight. Workers carefully crossed deep floodwater while carrying a woman, showing teamwork during a dangerous rescue. Man stood on top of a truck trying to fix a signal light, risking his life as traffic passed just below him. Woman got trapped under heavy gym weights, but quick action by a nearby man saved her just in time. Monkey suddenly scared people during a game, sending everyone running away in panic. Old man calmly worked out in a public park, surprising everyone with his strength and discipline. Strange unknown object appeared deep inside the jungle at night, creating a scary and mysterious scene. Landslide from the mountain completely blocked the road as people watched in fear, unsure what would happen next. Huge tornado formed beside a beach in daylight, stunning people as nature showed its terrifying power.
Все, рассосался. Да, первый раз в жизни такое вижу. Поезд идет, значит, контактная сеть в норме, я смотрю. А, нет, он уже еще... Не то.
Man confidently played with a monkey in the jungle during daytime, turning a risky moment into a calm interaction. Duck repeatedly annoyed a dog inside a building, creating an unexpectedly funny animal moment. Fish underwater suddenly attacked the camera, creating an intense and surprising close-up moment. Large group of fish swam alongside a shark underwater, turning the scene both beautiful and dangerous. Bike rider narrowly escaped getting hit by a car while riding through a busy city street. Machine mysteriously started moving on its own inside a building, leaving everyone confused and alarmed.
Mouse and machine.
Rats spotted inside a snack vending machine, shocking people and ruining appetites instantly.
Can I get a Cheetos? Like,
Van suddenly appeared in front of a car, and the driver saved his life by crashing into the roadside instead. Man calmly fed a large group of fish underwater, creating a peaceful yet brave underwater moment. Bird smoothly slid across the water using its feet, looking almost unreal in daylight. Floodwater covered bridges and streets during daytime, showing the massive scale of destruction. Powerful landslide broke the road and destroyed nearly half the mountain, capturing nature's raw force. Huge number of crabs appeared inside a building, turning the place into a bizarre scene. Water suddenly flooded an entire building as people stood watching in complete shock. A man fell down a mountain slope with his bike but survived, making the moment both scary and lucky. Bicyclists suddenly crossed in front of a biker, but quick reflexes prevented a serious accident. Car slipped on the highway and almost hit another vehicle, escaping disaster by pure luck. Lava lake glowed and moved on top of a volcano, creating a terrifying yet mesmerizing daytime view.